everyone. Welcome to NCLI No Child Left Inside. I'm Carmen, here to teach you some cool games that you can play with your friends, your families, cousins, siblings, just to get you guys outside and having an awesome time. So today's game I'm going to teach you is a game I created called Capture the Jewel, and all you'll need is two hula hoops and two bean bags and some people. Like I said, friends, brothers, relatives. Get them outside. It's a real fun game to play. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of draw for you what we do. So here's your field of play, and what you will do is you'll make a square, kind of like a court. If you can make mark boundaries off, you can use whatever you want to use, tape, I guess, if you want, and then right down the middle of your play field, make sure you have the no man's land line. That's what I call it. You can call it whatever you want. It's a really it just separates each team's side. So now what we're gonna do, as I take my marker off, is your hula hoops are gonna go right here. I'm gonna draw them on right in the middle of each team's back of each team's boundary. And then you take your beanbag. It's nice if the beanbag and the hula hoop match in color. They don't have to. And you're going to put your beanbag inside the hole, in the middle of the hula hoop. Right there. Now, this game is best played with 8 players. I prefer 10. But if you're limited by the amount of people you can play with, 8 works as well. And I love this game because it's a game that I created with the kids that I do after school programs with, and they loved it. So now what you're going to do, each team, if you have 8, 10 players, make sure the teams are even. It's very important in this game that they are even. Now, if you have 8 players, being that sounds more reasonable, or 5 players, either way. Okay, we'll go with 5. It'll make the most sense. So if you have 5 players, what you can do is, out of your 5 players, 1 player is the defender. Now that player is stationed in front of the hula hoop on each side. So we'll put an X here. And actually, you know what I'll do just to make it easier? I'll put an X, and we'll say that that's the defender. So the defender guards the hoop all around. The defender cannot step foot in the hoop, but they can defend it all the way around to keep people from getting into the safe spot. I'll explain the safe spot in a minute. Now, your other 4 players will line up on, hold on one second, as I mark it out just to show you guys. Whoops. I drew a backwards C. There we go. So these are your chasers. They are responsible for attempting to get into the other team's boundary and getting their jewel. Now, the purpose of this game, the defenders are to stay put and guard around their hula hoop. You have your 4 chasers if you're playing with 5. The 4 chasers, their goal is to cross into enemy territory and get to, past other chasers and the defender to get the beanbag and return it back to their hula hoop. Now, here are the rules for the chasers. Chasers cannot get tagged in their own territory. Defenders are immune to tags. So defenders can have no worry about being tagged. So a chaser is safe until they cross the no man's land line. Now, if any part, and I mean any part, of a chaser's body crosses the line, they can get tagged by another chaser from the opposing team. So let's say we have this chaser up in the corner, and he goes here, goes here, goes here, and he crosses here, and this chaser comes and boom, tags him right there. This chaser has to drop and sit down until he is rescued by another team member. Now, if this guy here sees him and runs over, boom, tags him before he's tagged, they both get to walk back to the to the start, and they can go once they return. So, and it's the same way for this team too. So, if someone from over here goes over into their territory, gets tagged, they then are down, and one of their other teammates has to come and rescue them from the enemy territory. Now, if a chaser gets into the hula hoop, any part of the body, they are now safe. If the defender tags them, it's the same thing. They drop down and they cannot return unless they are rescued by another player. If they get into the hula hoop, they are safe. They cannot get tagged. And they must look for an opening to either beeline it back to their vault or their hula hoop, or they can wait until somebody is open. You can throw the beanbag and attempt to pass it to another player. However, if the beanbag touches the ground anyway, then the beanbag is returned to its team's hula hoop, and whoever is in the hula hoop needs to get back without getting tagged. It is extremely difficult to do so. So, the first team to get the beanbag back to their hula hoop will win the round. It is played, when I would play with the kids, it was normally 2 out of 3. I like to do 3 out of 5. So if you do it a couple times, it's a very active game, and it's a very active game. And not only is it active, it gets the kids to think and strategize and work as a team to get the job done. Now, one other thing, and this is also important. The defenders have to stay around the hula hoop. They're not chasers. So they have to stay and let the chasers do their job in going after the opposing team's jewel. Now, you can add to this game. I have 3 variations of this game. The second variation is called Capture the Jewel 2 Jewel Heist, and it's very, very simple. You just need 4 more beanbags, and Jewel Heist is you put 2 extra beanbags in each hula hoop. So now you have 3 beanbags in each hula hoop. And now it's not only a capture, now you're trying to commit a heist by trying to steal the 3 jewels. All the same rules apply as they do in normal capture the jewel. So, like I said, find some friends, find some family. You know, if you want to play this game with duos, I mean, I say at least 6, 3 and 3 on each team, for its maximum entertainment and maximum fun. The more people, the more fun it is. It is also very important that you designate an impartial ref or ump or judge. That is normally what I do when I play with the kids, is to make sure that there's no funny business, that there's no crazy, like, oh, well, he tagged me. No, he didn't. It's always good to have an impartial judge. Like I said, this game is great for teaching kids teamwork, how to strategize, and how to work together. Anyway, that's my game for today. Thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed to the Youth and Family Link channel, subscribe right here below. Do it. I'm Carmen. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.